Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Elevated Limits podcast. Today, we have a special guest. This is someone I've known my whole life, and I'm just excited to see where this conversation goes. Today, we have my twin sister, Glenis Diez. Hold on.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Get the clapping noises on there and stuff.
Well, as you said,
Go ahead, talking to Mike.
Okay. Is this thing on?
It's on. Glenn, this is where I want to start with you. This is where I want to start with you.
All right.
We're twins.
Yes.
Right? And we obviously grew up with each other, next to each other the whole time. Mm-hmm. I obviously have my outlook on what our childhood was like, but like, what was it like for you growing up? We obviously had our challenges with our dad and stuff like that, but like, we had a good childhood, first of all.
We did have
Mom
a good
did
childhood.
a great job.
She did an amazing job.
She did a great job with us.
Yes.
Obviously, look at us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Look where we are.
But
Go found God.
Exactly. How was like growing up for you? Like, what was your experience like growing up?
Well, honestly,
and talking to the mic, because you gotta.
No, yeah. I mean, we, like you said, we had an amazing childhood. Mm-hmm. But I mean, can we like dive into like how my childhood was? Like,
it's your childhood, bro.
Okay.
Your childhood.
All right. So obviously, I'm here to share my testimony. Mm-hmm. But in order to understand my testimony, you do have to go into my childhood and understand my background. So starting from the time
we going right into it.
We're
I was going to boost a little bit.
No,
we getting serious. We getting serious right away. Oh damn, I like this though. I like this.
Nah, we're diving right in because.
What'd you say there? And we're matching. We got green on.
See, it was meant.
That's that twin stuff though. People don't get it. Juwan's here, so he gets it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to Jayla too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But go ahead. So for us to understand your testimony, we have to understand how you were raised. Well, how you felt growing up.
Yeah, my background. So from the time that I don't even know. I tell you this all the time. Since I was a little kid. Since I was a kid, from the time that I was 4 years old, I've had depression. I told you this.
I knew this
many times. But I felt emptiness. I felt sadness at 4 years old. But to me, that was completely normal. Like, it's a feeling that I couldn't explain, but it was a feeling that I was used to. I used to just cry by myself.
I remember you explaining this.
For no reason at 4 years old. So I was dealing with that and trying to cope with that as a childhood. But also, like you said, my mom really made the best out of our situation. Like, she took us out. She would take the whole kids.
The whole block.
The whole block. Yeah,
Bro,
the whole block
The
out.
whole Barclay Street. Shout out to Barclay Street.
Get out of school, out of nowhere. It'd be the end of the day. And she's like, surprise, we're going to Dorney Park with the whole block. And
yeah, bro. Mom's a legend for real, though.
Yeah, no, she really is.
Did that.
Who's going to do that?
Right. But, and we come from, we were poor growing up. Mm-hmm. Let's just be real. Mm-hmm. But we never knew that.
Exactly.
Mom,
never.
There was never a day we didn't have food on the table. There was never a time where we couldn't buy new clothes for school. And we still got to experience going so many different places, to the point where we have cousins that say, listen, I raised my kids this way because of how you used to take us out. Like, that's wild, bro. Shout out to we gonna have Mom on the podcast soon.
Really need to
but we
have
just
her
had to stamp that, continue to, like, just show love, because Mom, she's different.
And
Mom
I
is different.
strive
we
to
both,
be like my mom.
We both.
Oh my God.
We both.
That is like my role model. But like I said,
get into it.
You guys don't understand, because nobody knows this about me, so it is really hard to talk about.
I get it.
Because I never told anybody that I struggled with depression, so I might make some jokes and might laugh. I shouldn't be laughing.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yes, it is a coping mechanism.
It's how you cope with it. You make it funny.
So I had depression since I was 4 years old. I had my first panic attack at the age of 9. I remember we were in a classroom. Out of nowhere, I couldn't breathe. I get rushed up to I don't even know if you know this.
What?
My first panic attack.
No.
In elementary school, Mom had to get out of work and come
get me. This is when we were already in PA?
Already in PA.
9 years old, so we're in 4th grade?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember this.
No. Not 4th grade. 5th grade.
You're in 5th grade?
Yeah, 5th grade.
Okay.
So 9 years old, Mom has to come because I get rushed up to the nurse's office and I can't breathe. And she's like, listen to me, you can breathe. It just feels like you can't. So from that day on, that's how I really prevented any other future panic attacks. Like I really just, you have to tell yourself, like, listen, you can breathe.
Yeah.
It just feels like you can. So as a kid, dealing with depression, dealing with anxiety, fast forward to college.
Okay. We skipped a lot, but like,
yeah,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I mean, if you want to ask me questions.
No, I'm just, okay, but like, let's go to college. I want you to like
Okay.
really like say how you want to say it. So you got to college. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously I felt that whole way my whole life, but I really want to skip to college to when I reached my lowest of the lows. So when I reached my lowest of the lows,
Ooh, I remember this.
I don't even know if I want to dive into this.
No, let's dive into it because I remember this too.
Yes.
Because I called you.
Yes.
I remember that. Go
okay.
ahead. Damn,
right,
bro, I forgot about this memory. Go ahead.
All right, so obviously I'm just struggling with depression my entire life. I get to college, I reach my lowest of the lows. Somebody's concerned, they reach out to Tico. So, once they reach out to Tico, Tico calls me right away. And when Tico calls me, I rejected that first call. I don't care because I knew, because my whole life I didn't live for me. I was like, oof, why am I crying already?
Now I'm getting a little shit. Go ahead.
Already.
Damn,
we
bro,
just
I
got
remember
here.
that. Yeah.
No, yeah, we just.
Now that's lit though. 5th episode crying is tough. I don't care. Go ahead.
No, but damn, what was I saying?
So, you reject the first call.
I reject the first call.
And then I call
I'm
you
not
again.
answering that because I'm already said my goodbye. I'm ready. Like I'm really ready to go.
Man.
So I reject that first call. And again, like I said, I'm not living life for me. I'm living life for my family. But at this point, I felt like I was putting myself first. So when you called, I rejected it. But that second call I got, I'm like, damn, like he's calling again. And maybe God was speaking to me then when he's like, answer it, repeatedly, answer it. And I'm so mad because I knew, again, the love I had for my family was stronger than the love I had for myself. So I'm ignoring my thoughts, but I know I need to answer it, so I answer the phone. And Tico does not know that when I answered that phone and I heard the pain in your voice, that's when I told myself, I said, damn, like I cannot put my family through that pain. I can't put my family through that pain ever again. So from that day on, just hearing Tico's pain because he thought, that you were too late. You thought you were too late. Made me keep fighting. But from that day moving forward, I just kept fighting. But there were days like I'm in the shower. I'm so weak. I'm dropping to my knees. I can't even stand in the shower. But I knew I had to keep fighting for you guys.
Yeah. So
I'm dealing with that. I mean, I graduate college finally. It's just a struggle. And I'm really trying to paint the picture to you guys that I've been dealing with my mental illness since before I could tie my shoes. Like I'm telling you, I've been dealing with a lot. So it's a struggle. I graduate college and I finally move into my apartment. And when you move alone, I mean, it's easy. It's easy to hide that depression because all I gotta do is come to mom's on Sundays, and then nobody knows when I'm stuck in bed or nobody knows the days that I can't get out of bed. So that's easy for me. I just have to put on a brave face on Sundays, and you hear me when I walk in on Sunday. I'm like, hello, like I'm fake, but it's exhausting. It's so exhausting. So that's really, I mean, that was my whole life.
Yeah.
Before I've been saved. Like, that is really what I struggled with.
Well, and I remember, like, you living with us, like, you would get out of work, you go to bed right away. Or, like, the days, like, the weekends where you would just lay in bed all day. And, like, I've always, like, I think I said this on my first episode. even though I saw that, like, I didn't really know, like, depression was real. Like, because I never experienced it. I never felt it. I was always like, it's always something you could overcome. And even mom struggled with that in the beginning. Because we both kind of thought the same way. We're like, that is not, your
that was
depression.
also my biggest struggle.
You know, because we didn't, and it's a thing we weren't educated on. You know what I mean? So we definitely saw the effects, but it was just like our lack of knowledge and not understanding kind of just let it continue to happen.
Exactly.
So you graduate college, right? Kind of talk about like your first years out of college and you know how that was like even before Christ, whatever that was, like you could talk about how that was. You know what I mean?
Well, I was well, I mean, I was just filling my life with distractions.
Hold on. Can we say this real quick?
What?
It's mad funny, bro. Cause like, all right, growing up, like you were always the one that was inside. I was outside, and I was like outside wilding. I'm like, you know, I was just, you know,
but
living
again,
my life.
My anxiety would not allow me to be out.
That's true.
Like it was bad, but yeah.
But then we graduated college.
Yeah.
I found Christ sooner than you did, like in 2020.
Yes.
I'm in the crib now. I'm the one that's not really outside. And then now you're full. Yo, everybody's like, yo, Glenis be outside. Like, I'm like, bro, like, she just be, you know, Glenis be outside.
Never stopped.
And then you started to pick up and go out more and do all that stuff. Which I always thought was mad funny because I was like, how did this
did a whole 360.
Facts.
It was literally like we switched our roles.
Absolutely, which is mad funny.
Yeah.
So then you said you were filling yourself up with distractions and stuff like that.
So like you said, I was going out
outside.
lot.
You was outside.
So distractions, just drinking, partying every weekend. I never missed a weekend.
Right.
I was either in PA, New York, Philly, or New Jersey. Like every weekend, just out. So that's really what a time after college was. That's all I did. And we're going to clubs. Like,
right.
That's really it. But I guess we can fast forward again from the time, like, I guess May of this year, like right before I've been found, May of this year, up until my birthday.
We could talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how.
No, I don't want to talk about it too much, but just know.
Because we both experienced. It you know, let's talk about it because like that day stamped me too.
Yes.
It stamped me too, and it stamped you too. Like where I was always on my walk with God, but I was struggling with certain things, and I wasn't. To be real, I wasn't letting certain things go because it was like a side of me that I was like, damn, that identity, I didn't want to let it go because it was like, I'm going to miss out on this. I'm going to miss out on traveling with my friends. I'm going to miss out. And he tricks you, right? He tricks you into doing that.
Yeah.
But then our birthday happens, right? And we get this yacht.
Yep.
It's like 25, 30 people.
30 people in there.
We
our
popping.
Closest friends,
families. We popping bottles.
Yep.
We drinking. I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm only drinking. I said, I'm a Christ follower. I'm only drinking Coronas, so I should behave, right?
But you knew in the back of your mind.
I knew like I was risking a lot. I knew I was risking a lot. And a situation happened to me where I was like, you know what? Should I keep it all the way 1,000, like what happened and everything?
Go ahead. Maybe not too much.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Is it like...
No, it's a little,
Okay, I won't say names.
Yeah, don't say names.
I'm obviously talking to a special woman. You know what I mean? I'm talking to a special woman, and once we're official, I'll say her name, right?
Sissy. Oh, I'm kidding.
You know, I feel like God has really placed this woman in my life. She aligns with where I want to go, and shoot, I could keep going about this because she's special, right?
Period.
And it's funny because, bro, even before the night, I was like, when I drink, it's a risk. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. And so, boom, we had that conversation and stuff. And then I ended up drinking that night. And then I ended up doing something, like I danced with a girl inappropriately. And I don't even remember doing it. And, you know, it almost cost me something that was so special to be gone in my life. And I was just like, you know what? Like, bro, I obviously can't control this demon, this lust demon. As much as I want to, and as much as I want to put this under control, I have to stop drinking. I have to stop. It's something that God has been wrestling with me for 3 years now. And the reason why I know she's the one for me is because the amount of like comfort in my decision, like the amount of like security she gave me in making that decision, I was like, you're the one. Because you know it's the one when the girl pushes you closer to Christ.
Mm-hmm.
When she's pushing you closer to Christ is when you know you're supposed to be with her. So once she said like, I don't care if you ever drink again, I was like, damn, I was only drinking because like I didn't want to seem corny and I didn't want you to stop. And then she's like, no, like what, like if you stopped, like I wouldn't care. And I was just like, damn, like so. Long story short, that happens. You know what I mean? And then I started praying, and God has given me deliverance over alcohol, over partying. Like I don't even miss it no more. I don't even miss going out no more. I don't miss drinking no more. I don't miss hooking up with different girls no more. Like, because I know it's all meaningless and it all means nothing. It is instant gratification. It's short-term happiness. It's not, it's short-term fun. Like, you think that people that are doing that consistently every weekend are having the best time of their lives, but it's behind the scenes. If you open up the curtain, there's a lot of people suffering in that world. There's a lot of people wanting to get out, but it's just like they just don't know what it looks like on the other side. And I struggled with that. I was like, I don't know what life looks like outside of this. I don't know what my identity is outside of this. You feel what I'm saying? So when God finally delivered me from it, I'm just like, oh, I'm starting to understand, Lord. I'm understanding where you want me to go. I'm understanding what you want me to do. And now because I've come from that world, I could speak to people in that world too, letting them know, like, listen, you just have to figure out your identity. You just have to figure out who you are, so then you can figure out what you need to do in this life. And when people leave that world, you need to find your purpose, because that's what's going to keep you away from it. You know what I mean? We fill our lives up with distractions because we don't have a purpose. This is why I feel like I'm meant for this podcast, because I can't stop sometimes. I just can't stop talking sometimes, because it just starts flowing through me. It starts flowing to me, and I just start I feel like I start preaching. Yeah. And it's like I'm not reading off notes. And that's what I wanted
for myself too, because I said, God, please let the words flow through me. Let your words flow through me.
Yeah, for sure.
But even then, I mean, he showed me the verse in the Bible. He said, I put the words in your mouth.
I remember you sending me that text message.
That's all I needed to know that I had to be on this podcast. But this was meant for you.
You think so?
Sure, yeah.
That's love.
No, yeah,
that's
for
love.
Sure. You got no notes, nothing. I thought
I do have notes, but you went deep fast, and I was like, you know what? I was gonna boost it. I was gonna make you laugh. I was gonna talk about memories. You know what I was gonna talk about? Like, I want to bring this up before. I know you want to get to the story of how you found Christ.
Not yet.
But I was gonna bring up like our childhood, right? Because we grew up and we used to fight a lot. We used to fight OD, bro. My sister used to scratch me and leave marks on me, and don't get me wrong, I used to wrestle her.
He's not the victim.
I'm not.
He also
I used to fight.
Fought me back.
I used to fight back. And we used to wrestle, and we were like equally as strong. To the point where I used to be like, remember, I used to be like, yo, I'm not even going hard yet. Like, you want me to go harder? And mind you, she be whooping I'm trying not to curse as best as I can. She used to be like low key winning sometimes, and I'm really trying, bro. And I'm like, yo, why is she strong as hell for, bro?
He's like, I just let you win.
I was like, I'll let you win, bro. Mind you, she pinning me, bro. Right I'm like, yo, how is she this strong? But when you're that age, the strength difference isn't that much. But the memory I want to talk about, because this is like a top 5 memory.
God, I know what you guys. But go ahead.
Yo, bro, it was like 3 a.m.
Oh my God.
It was like 3 a.m. We're fighting for some dumb reason. And
I don't even know what that was for.
I don't even know what it was for, too. And I was just like, I'm tight. I'm like, you know what? I said, you know I can make you cry right now, right? I'm being a butthead, bro, right? And she's like, make me cry then. I was like, I can make you cry. I was like, I could really make you cry right now. She's like, shut up, whatever. I think I kick you in your stomach. Yes. I kick you in your stomach dumb hard.
Because he knows I have a sensitive stomach. You could literally poke my stomach and it'll hurt. Like, but he kicks it.
I kick you dumb hard.
He took the breath out of my lungs. Like,
yo, bro, you sit like this. It's 3 a.m. Mom is asleep. I'm like, shh. I was like, yo. You know what's mad funny? This is so funny because I'm really about to say like how our childhood was. You remember when we used to try and bribe each other not to to not tell mom something? So I'm like, yo, I'll be your servant. Whatever you want. I was like, yo, whatever you want. I was like, whatever whatever you want me to do.
You would have to do anything I ever wanted.
And sometimes
it
would work. And sometimes it would work. And I'll be like, yo, if you want me to get you water, sometimes I'll get you water. If you want me to clean your room, I'll clean your room. Just don't tell Mom.
Or I'll give you like an evil look when you're testing me, like, go get that for me real quick and then I'll look at Mom, I look at you, and you're like, damn it, and then you gotta go.
Yo, bro, why did we think how did we come up with that?
I think any sibling is like that.
There's some type of stupid stuff you do growing up.
That is crazy.
I was like, yo, bro, I'll be your servant for 3 months, just 6 months, please, for the whole year,
forever.
I was like, forever, for the rest of our lives. Just don't go downstairs and wake up Mom. That didn't work.
Never.
You go downstairs, bro. You wake Mom up. Mind you, I see you going downstairs, so I was like, you know what? I'm not about to get whooped right now, so I'ma hide. So I hide in the closet. I put mad clothes over me. I'm like, she's not gonna find me in here. Mm-hmm. I hear the steps. Bro, my heart is beating mad hard.
I'm smiling.
My heart is beating mad hard. I'm like, bro, please don't find me. Please don't find me. I'm shook. I'm sweating.
Good hiding spot, though.
It was a great hiding spot. And low-key, thinking about it now, I should have just stayed in there. But let me just explain it, bro. So I get up there. My mom finally gets to the top of the steps. My mom doesn't even try to find me. She says, listen, if I don't find you now, when I do find you, I'm going to whoop your butt so hard, you're going to wish I found you right now. Something like that along those lines in Spanish, right? And then as she starts to finish up her sentence, I crack the closet door open like, I was like, Ma, please don't hit me right now. I was like, Ma, please don't hit me right now. I was like, please don't hit me right now. Please don't hit me right now. She started whooping my butt so hard. I was like, damn, bro. I was shook, bro. I was like, you know what? I was like, I think I was just thinking like, let me just get this over with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to keep thinking about it in the back of my mind. But now that's a funny story. But all right, let's go back to you know what I'm saying? Because that was such a sidetrack. A little snippet of our childhood. I was gonna go to a whole bunch of different stuff. But so you're filling yourself up with a whole bunch of distractions, and then drinking, and then what shifts, what changes, and how do you start to walk with Christ?
Yeah. So I mean, again, from May to September, I'm talking a lot to God because. Yeah, I'm filling my life with distractions. If you go on my stories and stuff, you think I'm having a good time. But once that I sober up and, again, I'm sober again. I'm not, I'm just sad all over again. So I start talking to God a lot, and I just keep asking for healing, but most of all, forgiveness. Because, again, from my birthday, I'm so messed up.
Let's talk about, because I gave my part of the birthday. You were supposed to give yours, so kind of talk about your experience.
Don't go. My part of the birthday. I mean, basically, God. I think He was putting me in positions where He showed me, Glenny, you need to stop drinking.
Yeah.
Because I was just putting myself in positions where I wasn't treating myself well, and I wasn't treating others well.
Right.
Others well either. So, I just get into some stupid, little fight.
Yeah.
You call me. I think I don't even remember that.
I don't know.
Apparently,
I was lit too. So you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
we were both down bad on our birthday,
bro.
And it's okay because now with
we
this
learn.
Walk with Christ,
we learn.
Our next birthday, beautiful. I can already see it. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a sober birthday.
Yeah, I will be sober for sure.
Yes, but it's gonna be a nice birthday. But anyways, birthday wasn't good. I was mistreating others, and after that, I said, I'm so tired of feeling like this. I think my birthday was my breaking point.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so tired of feeling like this. I felt like I wasn't a good person.
Right.
I was like, I'm not being a good person right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to God a lot. Again, I'm asking for healing. I'm asking for forgiveness. And that is something that I pray for a lot. But while I'm praying for that, I text you after my birthday. I said, Dico, I'm really going through something right now, and I want to go to church.
I remember this.
Yes.
So I was shocked. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I seen that text. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I have a text from August of 2021 of you that says, Glennie, if you want to hear your depression, just go to church. It's that easy. Just go to church. I had that exact text.
I was telling you that 2 years ago. Because I knew that would help you. Like, I knew that would help you overcome
and
your...
I was so blind. I was like, yeah, okay. Like, you're telling me
You
something...
responded? You have the text message? You responded? Like, saying, yeah, okay?
Well, no, not yeah, okay. When I responded, I said, well, let me... Because I was at a point where I couldn't even cook for myself. Like, I just so depressed, I had to order food all the time. So I was like, let me cook first. Like basically brushing you off.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that was my response.
And I remember too, like, because this is like, also as a Christ follower, like, you can't force it on people.
Yes.
You can't. And that's like too much of what people be trying to do. Like, you got to do, like, no. Like, you just got to walk your walk and let God be God, bro. Because I remember, like, getting frustrated, like, Mom, like, why don't, like, she should just come with me. Like, I want to just bring her to church with me because, like, it will make her better. But Mom's like, you got to just let her do her. Like, did I force you to come?
Exactly.
I was like, no, you're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that goes into what Devon posted the other day where he's like, it don't matter. I don't believe in God because of what the pastor said or what the preacher said or what my parents said. He believes in God because he encountered him himself.
Amen.
So it does not matter what you told me. And that just goes to show that text from August, I was just blind.
Right.
But all I had to do was listen to you and I But anyway, what were we talking about before that? I mean, from before the...
So we were talking about the party and how that was like your drawing point. And then you started texting. And then, no, you're good. And then we started talking about how I reached out to you, blah, 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 to come to church 2021.
Yes. Okay. So then I text you and I say, I'm tired of this. After my birthday, I said, I'm tired of this. I'm going to go to church.
Yeah, you started texting me. Yep.
So I said, give me the time. Give me the address.
I remember this.
Yes, I need to go. So I'm just waiting for Sunday at this point. I said, God, please. Like, I'm desperate. I'm so desperate.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take this anymore. Just waiting for Sunday. So finally Sunday comes. Oh my God, you weren't even there. I think I had to walk in by myself, and I
wasn't there your first day?
No, I don't think you were, or I don't think we sat with each other. Or
we didn't sit next to each other. We didn't.
We did.
'Cause you sat like behind me or something like that, or like a couple rows back.
First day of church, I'm by myself. It's a little awkward. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. But at the same time, I walk in, they're worshiping. Again, I'm so broken immediately. I feel the presence of God because I'm broken and I'm surrendering to him. So they're worshiping. I'm worshiping with them. I'm getting emotional. I'm like, wow, this is where I'm supposed to be. So after that service, I go home, and I don't know if it was that day, but I do know it was shortly after I had that dream. So I told you about this dream.
I remember the dream.
Yes. So in this dream, I'm in calm waters. It's beautiful, but I know that there's fire heading towards me. And fear comes over me because I'm like, there's this fire coming towards me and there's no way around it. So I feel like I'm going to die. So I see the fire getting closer and closer and closer. Again, no way around it, but all I could do was pray. So I'm praying, and the fire literally goes and passes right through me. Fire passes right through me. I feel it pass through me, but it doesn't burn me, and that's important. The fire doesn't burn me. So after the fire passes right through me, I feel relieved. I feel freed. I feel just amazing. The sky's blue. Everything's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like, oh, the old me, like, yeah, I don't know. But for a while, I'm like, dang, I don't know what that dream means. That dream is confusing for me. So I call my mom, and Mom is somebody that now I could just talk to God with. Not a lot of people have that they can just sit and talk to God with. So I'm so grateful for my mom. I called her and I said, Mom, I don't know what this dream means, but she says that she had a dream similar, when she was first saved, but she asked God to reveal the meaning of that dream to her. So that's what I have to do. She said, just ask God to reveal the meaning of that dream. So days go by. I keep praying for healing. I keep praying for forgiveness. That's my biggest thing. I said, God, please just forgive me for everything I've done. And so I'm listening to this song. This song leads me to read the verse Isaiah 43, verse 1 through 3. And I got
right. Yeah, read it.
All right, I got it.
My sister got her notes. That's how you know we twins. We be having notes. We be prepared. I ain't look at my notes yet. I ain't even gonna lie. As she's doing that, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe. This is something that I enjoy doing. And again, like I mentioned to you guys before, like we want to continue to spread light. We want to encourage and just spread a good word. So you got that with you, Glenn?
Yes. So the verse. So I opened up the Bible. Mind you, I've never opened up the Bible before in my life, but I've been called to read Isaiah verse 1 through 3, and it goes, "Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name. You are mine. When you pass through waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you.
Wow.
When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned.
Wow.
The flames will not set you ablaze." I read that. I started instantly crying. I felt it in my heart. I said, God, finally, you said you've redeemed me. You're telling me you've forgiven me.
Wow.
I called my mom right away. We're both crying on the phone. Like, we're just so emotional because this is the first time that God has finally shown me that he's listening to my prayers.
Gosh, bro.
He listened to me.
He listens,
like,
bro.
I'm so amazed. I said, wow, you talked to me. You told me. No, but...
No, but it is that crazy when it first starts happening. You're like, yo, God is listening to me. Like, he hears everything that I'm praying. And he like, when he first when you first get that encounter and you see that he answers your prayers, you're like almost in shock mode. Like, whoa, like what just happened? Wow.
Yes. And even now, he's telling me verses again. I don't really know much about the Bible, but he's like spitting verses in my head to go read. Yes.
You said, yo, you were like, I never even knew that was a verse in the Bible, and he's just giving it to you.
Woke me up. He was so loud with it. My thoughts were so loud because, it'd be your thoughts, but they're not your thoughts.
It's God putting it on you. Yeah, for sure.
Oh
wow, that's fire.
Yes,
but that's
beautiful.
If you really think about it, that's why the devil was on you so hard.
Yes.
Because the closer you get to God, he's about to use you in ways that are so powerful to make an impact. The devil doesn't want you to get to that point. You know what I mean? So he's going to put that weight on you. He wants you to be depressed. Yours is going to be so crazy, Glenn, because he tried to get you out of here. He tried to get you out of here. He was in your head trying to get you out of here. That's how I know your walk with Christ is about to be different. It is about to be different.
And that's what my mom says. My mom says the devil always tries to get you, Glenny, the most because you
your
have a
gifts are
gift.
Probably going to be, man.
So,
man.
Yeah.
So, okay, you have your encounter with Christ. Now you talked about how life was like growing up depressed. Well, you talked about life pre-Christ. Now let's talk about life following God and what is life like following Christ now?
Like, he has softened me up like crazy.
I don't want to keep interrupting you, but
no,
I have to address that.
Yeah.
Because you're a nice person now. Yo, bro, once you started going to church, I was like, yo, Glenn is so nice. Like,
so
I'm not used to my
crazy.
sister being this nice.
It's insane. He softens me up because he brings me so much joy.
Oh, man.
There's so much goodness that comes with God. The peace.
Man. Amen.
The peace that he brings.
Oh, man.
Right now, I've just been thrown an obstacle. I really have been. But the way that I'm handling it right now and the way that old me would have handled it, completely opposite. I would have been losing my mind dealing with this. But I know that there's a purpose for this. And that's why I'm at peace. And I just handle things differently. Like, this is so worth it. Like you said, you don't miss anything. And the enemy will, try to get you.
Yes. He'll tempt Joe. Yes. Trust me, believe me, he will tempt you.
Yes. So he will try. He will definitely try. But
and he's not gonna stop trying. But like the more you resist it, like he'll go away. You know what I mean? But then he'll try to come at a different angle. Like, but the enemy uses the same tactics. So once you understand his tactics, like you just keep walking with Christ. But bro, walking with God is beautiful, though.
Amazing.
It is.
Amazing. And just the differences, even with you, with me, undeniably, God, like, And people don't try to push. We're not trying to push Christ on you,
No.
but we want you to just see how good
Oh my gosh, bro.
life is with him.
It's amazing,
just so
bro.
that you can see the goodness that he brings and the joy.
The
That
peace,
is all.
the
That's
joy.
That's all.
Yeah, bro. And like the way he's been able to heal my heart, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, because the way we grew up, so I'll be real for a second. Like growing up, because of our father, like I always felt like he loved you more and all that stuff. Like I had to like suppress my emotions to like save my feelings. So like I grew up with that, like never being able to feel the emotions to the maximum. So I used to joke all the time with my boys, like, yo, I don't know what love feels like. I would joke with them, but I was being dead serious. Like I could never really fully grasp and feel that emotion. And as I started to get closer to God, he's healed my heart, and I've been able to feel emotions to the maximum potential. Like, bro, love. Oh man, don't get me started on what love feel like. Oh my God, bro. I had to lift the mic up for this, bro, cause love. Look, I gotta like. Can we talk for a second for real? Cause love, bro. People are like, Berto's in love, and he's not even telling who the girl. Like, but listen, bro.
You know what? A private life is the best life, though.
When the time is right, the time is right.
Exactly.
But listen, let me tell you something, bro. It's scary at the same time.
No. Yeah.
Yo, bro, it's scary. She just texted me.
I love her.
Yo, baby, shout
her out. No, I'm kidding.
Sure.
Just kidding.
And then the time is right.
Just kidding.
But yeah, like he's been able to heal me and stuff like that, to feel emotions I never got to experience before. And I'm just like, damn, now I see why people be going crazy, like over like, you know, so like over, you know, in relationships and stuff. So I'll be almost battling myself like, bro, chill out. You're good, bro. You're good. Don't do too much, bro. You're doing a lot, bro. Like, relax. But I want to kind of talk about this too. Like, I want to keep talking about God because I think it's important for us to talk about God. And it's important for us to not force Christ on people, but I think it's important to glorify his name and talk about the experiences we have with him, because regardless of our generation, it's not a popular thing to do. They are curious. And a lot of people our age are trying to figure out who they are, their identities, or what direction to go in, and they've been doing everything their own way, and it's led them to the position they're in now. And most people aren't happy in the position they're in now.
You know what that reminds me? When I was watching this podcast, the Heavenly Bond podcast, she says, like, time does not heal, God heals. And there are people who have let time just pass and they're still caught up.
Oh my gosh, bro. And I'm like, as you're thinking, I'm thinking of people right now. I'm thinking of people that just think that it's just over time things are going to change. But like, unless you come to God, you won't truly heal. You know what I mean? Like, time will just keep coming back. Like, people, you got I just told you something that happened to me when I was like 5 or 6, and I brought that into my 20s. That's 20 years of not being here. I would suppress my emotions. I could talk to a girl and not feel anything. You get what I'm saying? Because I would suppress my emotions so much to the point where even if I tried to feel something, I was like, why can't I feel this emotion that people are, to the point, shout out to Roland. Because I would joke with Roland too a lot. I'll be like, Roland, like, bro, love ain't real. He's like, you love your mother? I was like, I love my mother. I was like, you love your sister? I was like, I do love my sister. He's like, so you feel love then? I was like, yeah, but I'm talking about a different type of love. I was supposed to feel the dopamine,
intimate
like the intimate type of love.
I feel that.
But you're right. I wanted to again. I feel like we should talk about our experiences with Christ because I think that is important. So there was God has been speaking to me more than he's ever have, like, since my walk started. And it's because I made a decision, right?
Yes.
I made a decision to stop drinking, and he's delivered me from that. So now that he's delivered me from that, he's been just feeding me and just telling me stuff. And I'm in a place now where I'm just reading the word more and just trying to hear his voice, discern his voice. And there was this one time, which is crazy, because 2023 was rough for me. It was rough. And it was rough because of my own decisions. Part of the suffering was myself. Part of the suffering was God. You know what I mean? He wanted me to go through certain things to grow. And there were certain things where he was trying to get me to do and I wouldn't do it. But there was this moment, like early November. I was like, I just got to start praying more. I'm not praying enough. I haven't been praying. I pray for like 2 minutes and then I just go on about my day. So I'm just like basically confused, like, what is going on this year? What is like, God, I know this year was supposed to look different. I know this year was supposed to, I felt it. It was prophesized over my life. What was gonna, what am I doing wrong, Lord? Why do I keep missing it? So I started praying. I was like, for 20 minutes, I got to the point where I just kept saying, clarity, clarity. I need clarity, Lord. I need clarity. I need clarity. And I say it like 100 times. I was like, I'm not gonna stop praying until I get an answer. I need clarity. Long story short, I was like, I think I prayed for like an hour that day. I'm like getting ready to pack up, go home. I'm at the facility working. I'm going to Wawa. Y'all know how I feel about Wawa. I'm getting my little coffee. And my dog Manny, he's a Christ follower, real Christ follower. And he texts me like, yo, we were supposed to meet, but like not that day. He's like, yo, I have, my time just opened up. Do you want to meet? And I was like, yeah, like for sure. Like, I mean, I don't really I could work, but I was like, I'd rather meet Manny because, Manny's cool. So I go meet with Manny and I start telling him about my situation, about how this year was. And I can't go into too much detail because I'm not trying to put nobody's name or anything in it. But like, as he started talking, the revelation of how the whole year was started coming up in my head. It started popping up like, boom, God was trying to do this, but you listen to him. Basically, what God was telling me was all 2023, you were listening to everybody else except me. You were being disobedient. Every time I tried to move you up, you'd ask an opinion of somebody else to do a certain thing, and you would listen to them, and you wouldn't listen to me in my heart, and you didn't trust me. And God was trying to get me to the point to trust him. And I got that revelation from Manny, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And then after that, I made a certain move. I had to disconnect myself from certain people because I was like, I got to start making decisions where God, whatever God tells me to do, I got to start doing it. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, whatever God tells me to do now, I'm listening. I don't care what it is. Whatever you tell me to do, God, you want me to remove him? I'm removing him. God, you want me to step away from her? I'm stepping away from her. God, you want me to leave this job? I'm leaving this job. Because I understand that God sees the full picture. Exactly. And regardless if we understand what he's doing now, I understand that we'll understand it later. But it's not meant for us to understand right now. And like I told you, God he's been talking to me. He's been cleansing me. He's been purifying me, bro. He's been changing my desires. And a lot of the things that I was trying to acquire this year, like at the beginning, was like, I had the wrong mindset about it. Like, he's gotten my point where he's renewed my mind in a sense where I just want to serve as many people as possible now. I want to change as many lives as possible. I'm not worried about the new crib I'm going to get. I'm not worried about the new car I'm going to get when I acquire this money. I'm just like, what?
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But you know what's so amazing about that, though?
What?
I see you guys, like you and Mom.
Yeah.
And I learn from that. So I know what I need to do. I know I need to stay obedient.
I'm
just so grateful to have like the two of you guys. Because
and don't listen, I'm still super young. I feel like I'm just now now walking. Yeah. Because I was like double-minded. I was double-minded, meaning like I will close the outside world for a little bit, but then I still open it up like, all right.
Yeah,
like,
you had one foot in, one foot out.
Yeah, and then I was like, but I know what this side of Christ could potentially look like. And then when I stopped drinking is when it's like,
so when
opened up. Where I'm like, I could see people's hearts. I could see people's motives. I could see, that's why it's crazy when they say that he opens up your eyes, because he really does. Bro, he opens up your eyes.
We were just talking about this on the way to New Jersey to go see our sister.
Yeah.
I was like, you know when something's just fake, like,
you know. And you were talking about this.
Yes, I've never had that before. Where I'm just like,
someone's capping right away.
Yo, right away. Yeah. They could be saying the most normal, like just a
normal
regular
conversation. Yes, you would think that
normal conversation. I'm like, wow, this is you're not being real with yourself right now. Like, this is crazy. But I've never had that before, and that's I don't know. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
But I know that this walk with God evolves and it can go faster the more obedient you are, because then God starts to trust you and put more on you. And it's just a good feeling, like when you just wake up grateful, when you wake up with peace, when you wake up and just like, you're not, like, there's not that much weight on you because you give it all to Christ. You know what I mean? And I also want to talk about this too, because I'm hyped because I'm reading the Bible now.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. So, and I've been learning some things.
Yeah.
I've been like from like the super level 1 Christian before all the high level Christians come at me like, he missed this part, he missed that part, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Y'all got it. I'm just learning. I just opened the thing up. But there was a moment for me this year in 2023 where it was a moment I was praying for. It was a moment that I really, really wanted. It was a desire in my heart because I was like, this moment and this decision, if I get this opportunity, I could change my family's life. Like, I could change your life. I could change mom's life. I know. I was like, I know if I have this opportunity that, like, we're good. Because I know I would take care of you. I know I would take care of mom. And the opportunity was presented to me, right? And again, God told me to take it, but it didn't look the way I wanted it to look. And I started asking opinions and stuff like that. And and then once I said, like, let's do this, they went ghost on me. So I thought my opportunity was over, right? And I was just like, damn, bro. I was like almost depressed. I went damn near almost went depressed. I was like, it's been 3 months, 2 months, and no one's responding back to me because, like, they're like, we'll think about it, we'll talk about it. And I was like, damn, my promise is over. The promise God had for me was over. It's done. I was like, I should probably just stop doing all this because, like, I wanted to give up so much. Like, I wanted to give up because I was like, damn, like, I don't think I'm going to get that opportunity ever again. And then I started, Manny put me onto this. It was the story of Abraham in Genesis. And it was basically overall, the summary of it is God will give you a promise and he'll always keep his promise, no matter what. Whatever God's promises for your life, it is for you. And it will never go away. There's no man, no thing that could take that away from you. You know what I mean? And the other thing that I saw that was so fire from this, first of all, God, like I said, God will always keep his promises. But the second thing is that
you're reading this verse.
I'm just like, I'm seeing this, how God, who God is. Story. Yes. I'm reading it from the perspective of who is God. God is a God who keeps promises. The second thing is, you know how there's generational curses? Yes. Right? There's generational blessings too. And God passes down blessings from generation to generation. And I'm going to try to remember, it's Abraham, and then it goes Isaac, and then it goes Jacob. I hope that order's right.
And this is where I need to
I remember it. But he passes he makes these promises to Abraham's kids, and then Isaac's kids, and then Jacob's kids, and then Joseph, and all this stuff. And I'm like, wow, like, God is a God that could continue to bless us from generation to generation. People talk about, I got these generational curses. No, I'm making a sacrifice on my life. I'm going to stop the drinking, the doing this, because I want to pass down these blessings down to my kids and my kids' kids. Yes. And you know what's funny now, as I read the Bible too, it's like, I understand worship music a little bit more. Like, what they're talking about. Oh my gosh. You get what I'm saying? Yo, worship music is different now when you're like, oh, I know what she's talking about.
Yes, now I know what they mean. Yo, do you remember when I used to listen to Promises and I would just skip right to the end because I'm like, I don't really want to, like, oh my God. Bro. Now I got to listen to every single word she's saying because you feel that now.
Bro, it's different. Right?
I just skipped that part.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a good part. Exactly. I would just skip there.
Oh yeah, you used to skip the song all the way to the point where I was like, yo, who does that?
Nobody. But really, like, I was not listening. But now you got to listen to every word.
For sure, you have to. So long story short, and I'll wrap this up because I felt like everything that I wanted to happen happened, and you were able to express how your walk with God was like pre-Christ and how it is now. Yes. Again, I don't believe in forcing anybody to Christ. I don't believe in saying you're going to hell. Like, first of all, we could get into that. I'm not long enough in my walk to understand why people do that, but I was like, I feel like that tactic doesn't work. Yeah. I was like, I feel like, bro. Hold on, before I wrap this up, hold on.
You don't have that say, like,
I'm just like, do you think people are really gonna want to go to Christ if they see you doing that?
Or the judging.
Yeah, like, why are we judging people? Like, God, let God be God. You know what I mean? You don't gotta force nobody to, I feel like as a Christ follower, and again, as a young Christ follower, what I feel like we're supposed to do is walk our walk with Christ, allow his light to shine on us, and glorify his name whenever he does good or be an example. Whatever he's doing for us, the good, the bad, whatever it is, glorify his name and give your testimonies. And you should consistently have testimonies over and over again. I feel like if you're connected to God and you're truly connected, there should be things constantly happening to you. He should be constantly answering your prayers and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like with you, I feel like, dang.
Quick. I texted you. I said, I will never not be amazed, like, with the way that God is speaking to me and answering my prayers. I say a prayer at night and I wake up the next morning and I hear God, he's telling me to read this.
It's
and
wild.
It all makes sense. Like, it's crazy.
It is crazy. So I want to end it with this. Listen, God loves you. If you ever need anybody to talk to about it, if you feel, there's another thing, people feel weird going to church. If you ever want to DM me to come with us, like, feel free to do that. I'm your host, Roberto. This is my twin,
hello,
Glenis. And yeah, I hope y'all stay blessed. See you guys next time.